ma'am, I know so much in English grammar, but still I am not so fluent in my English speaking. So do you know why this is happening? Because you are very much busy in learning many grammar. But the main part which is very much necessary to be fluent in spoken English, that thing you are not doing, that thing is missing. And that is practicing speaking in English. I always say that whatever knowledge you have in this language, go for speaking out those. Don't think like that you have limited knowledge or you are doing so many mistakes, so you are not ready to speak. Don't think like that. This kind of thinking you should avoid. You should go with whatever knowledge you have in this language. If you have very less vocabulary stock, go with that. If you use very simple words, go with that. Anyhow, manage to speak in English. And also, I tell that record yourself so that you can understand yourself better, that where your mistakes were. When you were speaking in English, where you were doing mistakes. To understand that, you need recordings. That's why I always say that when you are practicing with yourself in English, practice in front of a camera. Record yourself. So that you can understand your body language, you can understand your mistakes, and so that you can work upon that. That's why I tell always. So there are many people who learn so many things in grammar, but the one thing which is very much important, that is the thing they do not do. That is practicing speaking in English. You need not to learn so many details in English grammar to become fluent in this language. You need to develop some skills like listening skills, reading skills, speaking skills. If you listen every day for half an hour to 1 hour, minimum half an hour to maximum 1 hour, anything in English, you will develop this language into your mind. Your mind will get into that language, and one time will be there when you can start thinking in this language, when you will not translate from your mother tongue to this language. For that thing, we need an English environment. And how to create English environment? When we have nobody where we can speak in English, with whom we can conversate in English, then how can we create environment? We can create environment by ourselves. We can create environment by listening every day for at least half an hour, anything in English. We can create that environment. If we read in everyday English newspapers, we can create that environment of English. We are reading, we are listening, and also we are practicing speaking in English in front of camera. So see, every day we are busy with this language, means this English environment is there. So you can do this. Instead of learning so many things in grammar, go for listening something in English. You can go for watching English movies. There are so many people who love to watch movies. They install Netflix and other channels, and then they watch movies. So there are so many apps where you can watch English movies, but go for watching English movies. Don't watch anything in any language. No, you should go for watching English movies. At first, you can try with subtitles. If you are not understanding when native English speakers are speaking in English, then you can go with subtitles. Afterwards, when you are very much expert in understanding native English, then go for watching those videos without subtitles. There are so many people I have seen in my community that they are so hardworking. What they do you know? They watch English movies with subtitles, and when they understood the meaning of that whole story, then they again watch that movie without subtitles. This thing they do to understand what the native English speaker is speaking, how is his accent and pronunciation. So if you are very much serious about learning this language, about being fluent in this language, you can go for these things. You can go for listening something in English. You can go for listening podcast in English. There are so many Indians who go for recording podcast always in English. They do not do any kind of Hindi recordings. So you can go for that. Even in my podcast channel, I always speak in English. And in my YouTube videos also, previously I used to record videos in Hindi, but nowadays I do not. So if you go for listening to those people who always speak in English, they are not using any kind of other language, you can watch them, you can learn from them. You can listen to them, you can develop their speaking style into yours. We learn from each other, no? We learn from each other. From our birth, we do not know everything. We gradually start knowing everything by learning from each other, by imitating from each other, by imitating others, elders, community, environment, surroundings, everywhere. So we imitate each other. So that is the thing I am telling you, to imitate other people who are so fluent in English speaking. Go and imitate them so that you can also adopt their style of speaking. I am not telling you to copy, means exact same copy you do not do, but at least when you will listen every day to those people, you will develop that quality of speaking, that style of speaking. So that is not bad actually. That is something good. When you are going to imitate something good, that is really good. Think like that. So that's why instead of learning so many things in grammar, go for creating an English environment by listening every day for 1 hour in English, by reading something in English for half an hour. You can do this. If you can do this, and side by side if you are practicing your speaking part, you will become fluent very easily. Very easily. You can see a beautiful transformation in your speaking. There was a point where you were not able to express well in English, and there is a point now where you are expressing so well in English. So that's all for today. I hope that you feel that this video is a very important and a helpful one. If you feel so, then please do hit the like button and share this video to those who are also learning to be fluent in English. And if you are watching this video on YouTube, please do subscribe to this channel. And if you are watching this video on LinkedIn, Instagram or Facebook, then do hit the follow button. Take care.